Chosen ones. Listen, there is a moment in your life where everything goes quiet and you realize the world is not built for truth. It is built for comfort. It is built for excuses. It is built for people who would rather be entertained than changed. And that is why you have always felt different. Chosen ones, you were never too much. You were never too intense. You were never hard to understand. You were just early. You saw the pattern before the rest of them admitted it existed. You noticed how people smile in public and collapse in private. You noticed how they call it bad luck when it is really bad decisions repeated for years. You noticed how they say they want peace, but they keep choosing chaos because chaos feels familiar. Chosen ones, you are not here to fit in. You are here to wake up. Because the truth is simple. Most people are sleepwalking through their own lives. They react, they complain, they blame, they distract. Then they call that a personality. But you are not like that. You can feel when something is off. You can feel when someone is pretending. You can feel when the room is full of fear and ego and performance. And it drains you because your nervous system does not tolerate lies. Chosen ones, that sensitivity is not weakness. It is signal. And if you do not learn how to use it, it will become anxiety. It will become anger. It will become isolation. But if you learn to master it, it becomes power. This is the shift. You stop asking, "Why am I like this?" and you start asking, "What is this trying to make me become?" Chosen ones, you are being shaped. Strong people are not born. They are built. And you are in the building phase right now. So hear me clearly. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not doomed. You are being trained. Chosen ones, if this is hitting you, subscribe to Triggered Reality right now. Like this video, comment one word that describes what you are fighting, and share this with someone who needs the truth. Chosen ones do not live on autopilot. Chosen ones, you do not get the luxury of autopilot. Other people can float through life and still feel fine. You cannot. Because the moment you lie to yourself, your mind punishes you. The moment you betray your standards, your body reacts. The moment you settle, your soul goes quiet. That is why comfort feels heavy to you. Chosen ones, you are not hard to satisfy. You are hard to hypnotize. You see the cost. You see where a decision leads. You see the future price tag of a cheap choice. And because you see more, you have to carry more responsibility. This is where most people fail. They want the identity without the discipline. They want the label without the lifestyle. They want to be chosen while still acting like life is happening to them. Chosen ones, that is not how it works. You do not rise by thinking. You rise by choosing. You rise by repeating the right actions when nobody is clapping for you. And yes, it will feel lonely at first, because when you stop entertaining nonsense, your circle gets smaller. When you stop explaining yourself, people call you cold. When you stop reacting, people try harder to provoke you. Let them. Chosen ones, your calm is not an attitude. It is a boundary. Stop arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Stop begging for respect. Stop trying to earn basic decency with over-explaining. You do not need to be liked by everyone. You need to be aligned with yourself. And alignment looks like this. You keep promises to yourself, especially the small ones. You stop negotiating with your future. You stop treating your goals like a hobby. Chosen ones, the goal is not to feel motivated. The goal is to become consistent, because consistency is what separates people who change from people who cope. Chosen ones, if you want more of this, subscribe to Triggered Reality. Comment your one promise to yourself for this week. Like the video and share it with a friend who keeps giving their power away. Chosen ones master emotional control. Chosen ones, you want the truth. Here it is. If you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control your life. Because emotions spend money. Emotions destroy relationships. Emotions sabotage momentum. Emotions turn one bad moment into a bad month. Chosen ones, emotional control does not mean you feel nothing. It means you stop letting feelings drive the steering wheel. You stop texting when you are angry. You stop spending when you are stressed. You stop promising when you are high on adrenaline. You stop quitting when you are tired. Chosen ones, you do not obey the mood. You observe it. Ask yourself this: what do you do when discomfort shows up? Most people escape. They scroll, they snack, they drink, they buy, they chase attention, they start drama, they find a fight. They create noise so they do not have to face themselves. Chosen ones, you are here to end that cycle. The real flex is not intensity. The real flex is restraint. Restraint when you are provoked. Restraint when you are tempted. Restraint when you want to blow up your own life just to feel something. Chosen ones, that impulse to self-destruct is not your personality. It is unprocessed pain, looking for a shortcut. So you slow down, you breathe, you step away, you give yourself time to respond instead of react. You do not make permanent decisions in temporary states. Chosen ones, this is how you gain power in a world that is addicted to impulse. And once you have emotional control, everything changes. Your relationships improve, your money improves, your health improves, your mind becomes quieter, your confidence becomes real. Because now, your life is not built on feelings. It is built on standards. Chosen ones, if you are taking this seriously, subscribe to Triggered Reality. Like this video. Comment the habit you are cutting starting today. Share this with someone who keeps letting emotions run their life. Chosen ones and money, no fantasy. Chosen ones, let's talk about money without fantasies. Money is not just numbers. It is psychology. It is identity. It is behavior repeated. Most people stay broke for one reason. Their money is managed by mood. They earn, then they cope. They get paid, then they reward themselves. They feel stressed, then they spend. They feel insecure, then they buy status. Chosen ones, you will not live like that. You are going to learn the rule that changes everything. You do not save what is left after spending. You spend what is left after saving. You build a system that protects you from your own impulses. Chosen ones, the first goal is not rich. The first goal is stable. Stability means bills are not a surprise. Stability means you do not panic at small emergencies. Stability means you can think clearly because survival is not choking you. And stability comes from structure. Track what comes in. Track what goes out. Cut the leaks. Automate the basics. Build a buffer. Then build skill. Chosen ones, skill is the real escape plan. Not hype, not luck, not shortcuts, skill. Pick one skill that pays. Editing, sales, copywriting, graphic design, coding, trades, anything real. Then commit. Daily, even when you feel behind. Chosen ones, your confidence will rise when your competence rises. And competence rises when you put in honest reps. No obsession, no perfection, just consistent work that builds a result you can measure. Chosen ones, if you want more scripts like this, subscribe to Triggered Reality. Like the video. Comment the one skill you are committing to. Share this with someone who needs money truth, not money fantasy. Chosen ones, your circle matters. Chosen ones, your environment is either feeding your future or draining it. Some people do not want you healed. They want you available. They want you reactive. They want you insecure. Because the moment you become stable, you stop being controllable. Chosen ones, you have to accept this. Not everyone will clap when you level up. Not everyone benefits from your growth. Not everyone deserves access to you. So you set boundaries. You stop oversharing with people who gossip. You stop explaining to people who twist your words. You stop begging for understanding from people who profit from confusion. Chosen ones, your life becomes lighter when you stop carrying relationships that are built on obligation and guilt. And then you build a better circle. Not a perfect circle, a serious one. People who do not glamorize chaos. People who tell the truth. People who respect consistency. People who build, not just talk. Chosen ones, you do not need a crowd. You need a few real connections that keep you honest. And here is the part most people miss. Chosen ones are not chosen to feel superior. Chosen ones are chosen to serve something bigger than ego, to break cycles, to raise standards, to become stable so others feel safe around you, to be the calm in a world addicted to noise. That is why this feels heavy sometimes. But heaviness is not a sign you are failing. It is a sign you are carrying something real. Chosen ones, if you are still here, subscribe to Triggered Reality. Like this video. Comment one boundary you are setting this week. Share it with one person who needs this message. Chosen ones, this is your final shift. Chosen ones, this is the final shift. You stop waiting for a rescue. You stop waiting for a perfect moment. You stop waiting for people to finally treat you right. You become the person who moves anyway. You build the discipline. You build the system. You build the emotional control. You build the skill. You build the stability. Then you watch how fast life starts respecting you. Because life does not reward potential. It rewards proof. Chosen ones, you are not here to talk about change. You are here to become it. So make this simple. One promise to yourself. One action today. One standard you refuse to break. Repeat it until your life has no choice but to transform. Chosen ones, subscribe to Triggered Reality. Like this video. Comment your one goal for the next 7 days. Share this message. Come back tomorrow. We build this for real.